wonder who you would pick as #1 rapper in Ghana.
Wow.
Let's start with a nice, easy question.
Yeah, I know that's a really easy question. Let's do this one first. I don't know. I mean, no creative person will undermine his craft or say that there's somebody out there who's better than him, even though at the back of his mind he knows that people inspire him. It's my job to strive to be at the top of my game all the time, and taking into consideration the kind of market that we are in, you always want to be the leader, you always want to be at the forefront of things. So
are you?
In my mind, I have the capability to be at the forefront all the time, but sometimes you have to take breaks and let things take their natural course. So I know that personally in my head, my abilities are unsurpassed by nobody else out there. But things happen.
Them to them day.
I respect so many artists out there. The names you mentioned are definitely in my top list. So yeah, definitely.
Now, the first work you did in this industry wasn't behind the microphone.
No,
it was behind the console.
It was.
What made you decide that you should make the move?
Well, I had been recording. The thing is, I used to produce for so many artists. I had the opportunity to produce for Tiny back in the day. It was such a big thing for me because Tiny was such this big artist who came through my studio. My studio was this small thing in the corner of the earth, and he came through. He graced the place. VIP came, Reggie Rockstone. So at the end of the day, I sat down and I was like, wow, I'm having all this experience. These people are coming through, and these people are giving me so much inspiration to also do more. So I mean, and then when they would leave, I would go into the booth and try my hands at something. I'd say, okay, let me do this thing that Lazy did, that Zeal did when he came. Let me try this. So they've all influenced me so much, and it's something I'm really grateful for. So I began recording small. Yeah.
But the musical talent was already there.
Yeah.
Were you formally trained in this?
How things were going to go. I really consider it a blessing that even though it was short-lived, I was not rebellious, but I didn't see the use of staying in piano school. Like, it was too, the discipline was too much.
Yeah.
Mr. Praka will be on my neck. No, do it this way. And it was kind of hard. And I felt music had to be more fluid and had to be more fun. So after a while, I ran away and I didn't do it anymore. But I had a little classical training at the beginning of the road. I did. Yeah.
Now, you were a sharp kid in school.
Yeah, I am. I am a big nerd. I have information in my head that I shouldn't.
Like WikiLeaks.
I don't know why I know some things, but I do, and I think it's fun because I've found people who I surround myself with who are very like-minded to me and the way that I think and the way I approach and analyze things. So I guess that's what makes you special, I guess. Not being the same as everybody out there and being able to find a clique who identify with, your way of thinking. So yeah, I'm a little nerdy.
Yeah,
not too nerdy, but just a little bit.
Right. Okay. So what I've picked up is that you grew up in Dansoman.
Yeah.
Right. St. Martin de Porres.
Yeah. Oh, you've been reading up on me.
And then Jack and Jill.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And then Presec.
And then University of Ghana, Legon.
Presec is one of the few colleges that St. Augustine's recognizes.
Oh, okay.
As having existed.
We are somewhat brothers?
Yes.
Okay.
The others, we don't quite see.
How about you?
I didn't say it.
Oh, wow.
There's some Motown boy raising his hand in despair in
the background. So.
Yeah. Where they belong, in the background. Yeah. So Presec, I mean, tell me what that was like. I mean, I'm asking you this because I feel as if a lot of what I know and love today, I discovered that I know and love them when I was in secondary school.
Yes.
I wonder if that was the same for you.
Yeah, I mean, it was a real eye-opener. I mean, I was thrust into an environment in which I'd never been before. I'd been home my whole life, living with my parents. So, I mean, now here I was in boarding school. I mean, I didn't know anybody. I was just put into that environment. So I guess I had to really adjust and adapt to it. But it was a fun experience. There are so many stories, so many friends that I made and who I know up to this very day. And I also found a little bit of confidence there as well. I met my Skillions brothers there, Jay So,
Skillions. We'll talk about that in a minute.
And all of them over there. So I mean, it was great. I wasn't a performer when I was in pre-sec. It was Jay So was I mean, still is the hero. You know, he'd be on stage with Ball J and they'll rip the whole place apart, and they were like icons. They were school superstars. So I would be in the crowd like, wow, I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
So it was a real good experience for me. It was great.
Now, you're tall. My God.
I get that sometimes.
Sometimes. Occasionally it comes up.
Some people tell me.
I just thought I'd let you know in case you'd missed it.
I'm not tall.
He's not tall. He's far.
He's
very, very far.
What, 6'5"?
Last time I checked, I was 6'4", yes. That was last time I checked.
The last time you checked. So things might have happened since.
Things change.
Oh, my goodness.
Things change.
Now, I've got to say, before you came on, I spoke to lots and lots of people who enjoy your music, and I was asking people, what is it that you want to know about EL? Yeah. And at least 3 girls wanted to know whether your height intimidates women.
Wow, that's a fresh one. I think it might. Some types of women find my height to be a little intimidating. I think some think it's kind of cool, and I don't know. I really have to think about this one. The thing about being tall is that you can't hide. It's something that people recognize you wherever you go.
A bit revealing.
Yes,
yes,
very revealing. So it's a gift and a curse, I guess. But I can jump over you and dunk in the basketball ring. So,
you play?
I used to play a lot, but I'm on the injury bench right now. So
we agreed you are not going to talk about this jumping over people and dunking,
we talked about
especially
this
when you're
outside.
sitting next to me.
I know.
Why? Well, there's some history here.
No, outside. I mean, before I came in, we had a discussion about height.
Oh, right.
He does want us to go into that topic.
Sure. We're learning about this prodigal talent and the great things that he is doing and continues to do in the music industry. So we talked about how you started off as a producer, and you've produced music for some of the greatest artists, Sarkodie and many others, and you've collaborated as well in your own performances with so many of them.
Yeah.
Which artists have you enjoyed working with the most, would you say?
One Love, man. He's just he's like a supernova. He's like, when he's in a booth, it's almost it's an experience every time. It's a different experience every time because he's very refreshing. I've worked with so many artists and they all have things in common that, link them, and you can say, oh yeah, this guy did this and this guy picked it up and did the same thing and stuff. And they all have their separate identities, granted. But One Love is another artist who is beyond original, and I really have a good time whenever I have the opportunity to work with him, and I learned so much because he's very experienced. He's been doing it for way longer than I have, so he's a really good teacher as well. So,
you did Happy Birthday Ghana with him, is that right?
I did Happy Birthday Ghana with him. Yeah, that's actually one of the songs that we do. We've done a lot of tracks, but I forgot about that one. True. Happy Birthday Ghana. yeah, with him and EXO and Ifya. Big ups to them.
Great stuff. Okay, so you talk about how he's a supernova in the booth. Now you've worked with so many of them. What are some of the weirdest things that people tend to do when they're in the booth in a recording session? Come on, let out some of the secrets.
Wow, hey, they are going to kill me. But I've had artists who have requested a private recording session with me, and then they do some weird things. Some have actually stripped down to their panties.
You're joking.
Yes. I mean, they say they feel freer that way, and we have to develop a certain kind of rapport. So this artist in particular is somebody who I'm really comfortable with, and was like, "No, Charlie, this song I can't record right now. Make a ball." And then,
so he's bored.
Bored.
And it worked.
I don't know if it worked, but for him, he got what he got what he wanted. But I was like, guy, Charlie, this is be weird. Some way, but boys, you know.
My God, yeah. You know when you said panties, I actually thought for a moment you meant a female artist.
No.
So I started having images of Becca or Ifia in her briefs.
Don't talk nothing.
Okay,
but,
all right.
I mean, people have their different ways of expressing themselves artistically, and I'm a very, very, very strong believer in artistic expression. So I let you do whatever makes you bring that out of yourself. I mean, people have come and sweat so much that they actually stain the glass. Jeez. People are in the booth, they are rapping so much that you can't even see them in the booth anymore because they're
steamed up the thing.
Yeah, so I mean, things happen.
Sometimes that's bad breath as well.
Bad, wow.
Just putting it out.
Let's just pretend we didn't hear that one.
And putting it out there, you know. Yeah. Anyway, so beyond that, you know, in Ghana, we tend to see our artists as people who are rather one-dimensional. We kind of judge you based on just what you put out there, and we consider that to be the only thing you know how to do. But you have a few other skills, don't you?
What are we talking about?
I don't know. You tell me.
Skills.
You tell me. I mean, there are a few other things going on with EL.
Yeah, I mean, I make music the best, you know. But you're talking about what, like cooking? Or?
Okay. Well, let's talk about your academic.
Right. Okay.
You know, career. You're in school now, are you?
Yeah. I'm not in school anymore. I'm actually making plans to go back.
Okay. What do you want to do?
I want to study in the music business. Yeah, and that's my next major move right now. I have a few pet projects that I want to get done, but my major concern right now is developing a platform whereby I can enable not just myself, but people who come after me and other artists out there. Because I believe that Ghana, we have the best talent in Africa and possibly globally. So I want to have a platform whereby we can export this talent and showcase it to the rest of the world. So I think I need to get the skills to make that happen.
That's not you just being patriotic. You actually think we're better than Nigeria, South Africa?
Oh, wow. Look, the artists who I've worked with, some of them actually thrill me so much to the level where I get a little peeved because I don't see how it's fair that they are still stuck within the confines of this country. And it's very heartbreaking to see that. So, I mean, I can record an artist and be like, Charlie, you know, for day Ghana. People tell me the same thing. You know, for day just Ghana. More people need to see this. More people need to hear and feel what you have. But it's really hard. I mean, these days. So it's something which I think I really hold dear to my heart, and I'm very, very emotional about.
Now, I personally feel that way, but it's brilliant.
So
so well done. I mean, we'll play it in a short while.
Right.
Brilliant song, and I felt that was of complete multinational status. Do you have plans to go international?
I do. I mean, it starts up here. It starts in your mind. And when I was writing that song, that is what I was envisioning in my head. That is a Grammy-nominated song. Even if you don't win the Grammy, that song can't go that far. So, I mean, you have to start from somewhere. I was taught that you start small and you build upon that. So, at least the vision is there, the idea is there, and it will grow into a passion, which is this right now. But I'm looking to make it more of a reality, and that's how come I'm working so hard with these guys.
Yeah.
Definitely we're going to get there.
Now, rap, hip-hop is about telling your story. That's where it all came from. And today, the hip-hop story tends to be about, well, succeeding, affluence, coming from, starting from the bottom and being at the top, and that seems to be the story. Making money. You watch a music video, and they're throwing the cash around, physically demonstrating that music is a means to affluence. Are you making money from music?
I am adequately getting by, and with a little extra to stash away for a rainy day. I'm blessed, because it's not everybody who has the luxury of doing their passion and being able to live off that. Like doing your passion 100%, nothing else, just relying strictly 100% on your gift and being able to live off that and actually accommodate other people in your life and make them as comfortable as they could possibly be, So I'm really blessed in that regard. As for the affluence, I wouldn't say I'm affluent yet. I'm just really, really blessed in a weird kind of way, I guess. And yeah.
I'll tell you why I asked you that.
Why?
Okay, let me put some money in his pocket.
All
He's
right.
done good work.
Yeah,
So I went out there looking for your album to buy.
Okay.
And the most difficult task was finding a shop that sells Ghanaian music.
Right.
So I thought, how are these guys making money?
True.
Who is selling your music, EL?
True. Wow, that's a question, man. Look, I for some years now, and I'll tell you how come I've arrived at this point in my life where I want to educate myself more. I sat down and I wrote out a proposal, and I got my ideas together with my team. It was just me and my manager back then, and we said, look, there's not a lot of distribution outlets, and let's not even expand it to West Africa or Africa, in Accra, just Accra. So let's try and do something whereby we can get some shelves and place them in filling stations so that when a new album comes out or when Ifia drops her album, it's just in every possible petrol station that you can get. And that was a task to get people to sit down with you and to understand that concept and to get your vision. It was just very, very arduous. People have other concerns, so it's just a matter of getting people to understand the need for that kind of network, for that kind of supply chain, and then we can move from there. But even getting your foot in the door is very hard for me. I went to Total, I went everywhere. It was really hard.
Wow.
But now I think I need to educate myself on how to make it happen by myself and not rely on too many people. So that's what I'm doing right now.
It's a positive attitude. I like the idea. Solve the problem yourself.
You have to do it.
Yeah,
It's
depending
up to
on
you.
others doesn't usually get us very far.
Nope.
But look, this is just one of the many things I'm curious about regarding the music.
Ghana, at the same time, there'll be opportunity for many customers to win prizes, motorbikes, generators, and more.
The final draw will be a national one with 3 exciting prizes.
The first winner will drive home a brand.
And for the future, Glyco Life Insurance has customized insurance as well as the Glyco Life Savings and Life Guaranteed plans, the funeral policy, and the Glyco Group Comprehensive Plan. Tongue twister, that one. For all your life insurance solutions. Glyco Life, they cushion you for life. Now, UT Bank is giving you so much more. Free checkbooks, free Visa cards, free e-banking suite, a waiver on maintenance fees for your account, and
Yeah. A blank page is so dead. So should I say the truth and bend my soul? Or should I hide behind my fantasies? I don't know. Hey, my mama told me 1 lie is 2 lies, and 3 lies is more lies. And if you lie and you die, then it's bye-bye, boy, oh bye-bye. She said 1 lie is 2 lies, it's 3 lies, then more lies. And if you lie and you die, then it's bye-bye. I told my girlfriend I ain't got the time. Yeah. Then I hear the same words in the back of my mind. It's my mama. She said 1 lie, it's 2 lies.
Listeners, you should have seen the way he said high end. His hand was raised towards the heavens. He said high end.
in reverence. Yeah.
In reverence. I mean, we try.
How did you and them, come together?
Well, we are like old college buddies. We had no idea that we'd be working together down the line. We were in Legon together, and Kwame, I hadn't met him at Legon, but one of my partners I had met in Legon, and we were in the same like the hallway.
Yeah.
We lived there. He lived like 2-3 rooms down from me, and I'll see Alvin and I what's up, and we just exchange pleasantries and go our separate ways. But down the line, I had my studio in Osu. I had this small studio, a shack of a studio. I had rats, and the first time I had it, it was a really, really, really bad place. So I pimped it up a little bit and started working there. And then I met Alvin again, and Alvin says he wants to invest into music. And I'm like, look, I'm into music. Why don't we get together? And Kwame also came along. Kwame is an awesome guy. And then we began the company BBNZ Live. So I'm the president of music, and they are the directors, and then we work pretty well together.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
Making designer music.
Designer music. We have Lil Shaker on the listing. Kojo Q, DJ Jules, so much more. Sikao Say and
Jules,
stuff.
that's another
DJ
guy
Jules,
I want to meet.
DJ Jules is awesome, man.
He's doing the stuff for a lot of music.
A lot of music with Mr. Easy.
Mr. Easy.
Yes, I
Another
remember
guy I
we
really
were in Legon
respect.
together. We were in Legon together. So I mean, we would get together with our laptops and start making beats and stuff. So DJ Jules has come a long way. Big ups to DJ Jules.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
Okay, now in this industry, we're trying to identify how you make money. Okay, that's where my curiosity
Very
lies.
important.
All right, because we were talking about how I couldn't find any place to buy, your record. How do you make money? What is it that makes the money? Is it the production when you work for other artists or with other artists, or is it your own music?
I think personally, I don't make too much money from producing anymore. I don't produce for too many people now. It's an exclusive product.
Okay.
And I do it for free. So if let's say Brafo approaches me and says, I want to do a song and I want it to go this way, I have a reverence for Brafo, so I'm going to take my time and engage him in that manner. But I produce strictly for people who I have 100% confidence in that they're going to take it somewhere. And unless you're able to pay the huge amounts which I'm going to charge you, it's almost ridiculous. But if I'm going to consider producing for you, I'm going to put myself into it 100%, and it's gonna blow, definitely gonna blow up. So it's something which has to be really valued. I don't do it for free. But when it comes to, my own music and how I make money out of it, I mean, there's different ways. I've decided personally that I'm not going to sit down and wait for an organization or a corporation to call me for a show and stuff. So we're on the road. We just kicked off the high school tour. And so we're going to be going from city to city, from high school to high school, just spreading the gospel of Elam. And then, that's what it is.
Gospel
Yeah,
of
we're
Elam.
also doing a campus tour as well. We are starting at the University of Ghana, Legon, at the end of this month, and then Pence Hall, and we are going to be going to different places. The message that we are carrying across is a saving. Save for tomorrow. So we're going to be encouraging students all across to open accounts and to start saving today.
That's
so
positive.
I think there always has to be an initiative behind your actions that's gonna socially benefit everybody. So that's what I'm doing right now, and that's how we're gonna make money.
Do you like performing live? Do you enjoy it?
I love it. Look, people
Isn't it
ask me.
difficult?
It's hard. It's hard. I go to Pepe. I love it. I mean, when I'm on stage, it's a very euphoric feeling. I don't see anything else apart from. I don't actually remember a lot of stuff that happens on stage when I'm on stage till I get off and I watch the footage and I'm like, this guy, what's he doing? You know, it's an out of body experience, and I think that kind of freedom is something that you can't just do. It's something that you ease into, and I love it. I'm usually nervous because I'm a very recluse guy, I think. But when I get when I start
See,
approaching,
that's true at 10 p.m. tonight.
when I start approaching that stage, it's like, Charlie, I step out of myself and EL takes over, and I love it.
Now, speaking of performances, there have been some interesting ones. I'm keen to hear your thoughts on just before Christmas when good old Waisa decided to pop a few things out.
That guy
on stage
to air his opinions.
or in his case, to give his 2 cents.
His 2 cents.
So
Charlie, you should come to the studio. Let's do something. So you have to come to the studio.
So tell me, I mean, how did that whole thing, strike you?
It struck me as a bit weird because when he was was leaving the stage, I was actually coming in, and he looked pretty okay to me. So I don't see. He looked like a
the out
regular.
of body had ended.
So he was back to himself, and I was like, "Oh yeah, okay, that's the wiser guy." And I guess we just passed. I didn't even say anything. We didn't know each other, so I hope we get to meet sometime. But yeah.
In a public place.
In a public place, lots of people around. And when I heard about it, it came as a shock to me. But you have to understand also that performance, like I said, it's I don't know how to explain it. It's past exciting because you have people who are. You sat in a small room by yourself, you conceptualized an idea, you recorded it, and people are now singing it back to you. It's a very emotional time. And so I guess everybody has a way of celebrating. Everybody has a way of expressing their excitement. And like you said, his 2 cents to express it. So, I guess that's what it is.
He's a very sharp boy, because he said that I've been trying not to do, but I will do. So, your biggest fears?
My biggest fear? My biggest fear is not sitting back at the end of everything and being able to tell myself that I gave it 100% of whatever I had. I guess it's not a fear of failure, but it's a fear of not submerging yourself 100% in what you're passionate about and forgetting all the outside noise and focusing on what you are supposed to do and what you've been ordained, because we all have a purpose on this earth. So I guess my fear is looking in God's eyes and God telling me that, no, Charlie, you know if you do that same way, I should make you go do. I think that's my biggest fear.
Now, you're smart. I mean, not just street smart, but intelligent smart. You know, you read a lot, and you were good in school.
Yeah.
You went to Legon, came out with a degree in what?
Political science.
Oh, well, see?
There you go.
Yeah. So, you know.
Wow, I remember one day, my driver, their driver, Barack Obna, he helped me to deliver a couch that I had bought on the Spintex Road to the studio. And then he also delivered my parents to the studio, which I didn't because nobody knew where the studio was. So I guess my father coaxed them into bringing him to the studio. And then I didn't allow them to enter the studio because I was so embarrassed about the state of the place. They weren't really happy about it in the beginning, I have to say, because every parent has an idea of the path down which they want their children to travel. And I'd been to school, yes, granted, I had gotten a certain kind of experience. But what I believe about going to school and getting an education is that it gives you analytical skills. It broadens your horizon. It teaches you how to think and how to approach things. So I had that. You know, I had those tools. And I remember at the beginning of the road, my dad told me to do whatever I would do, but to avoid mediocrity. And it doesn't have to, whatever you do, just don't let it be something which is just blah. Let it have substance to it. So it's something which resonated with me and I kept in the back of my head a lot. And I guess now I'm doing pretty well. I'd have to say I'm doing better than I was doing a few years ago. I'm okay. And so I hope I do them proud at the end of the day.
I was going to ask, I mean, today they're listening to you on the Super Morning Show.
Yes, definitely.
How do they feel now?
Wow, my mom, I mean, she said she heard I'm on the Super Morning Show. Is it true? And I said, yes. She said, oh, she's going to be listening. And my sister called me and said, wow, she's tuned in as well. So I'm really happy. I've had the opportunity to do so much as a result of what I do. So I feel really blessed about it. Every day I feel very, very, very blessed about it. It's not everybody that gets the opportunities that I have. So I'm really happy about it. Yeah.
So your girlfriend is...
Oh, gosh. I spent Valentine's Day alone. Oh. So that should answer.
She's out of town.
I'm solo. She's out of town. No, I'm seeing nobody right now. My first love is my music, and it's been like that for quite some time now.
I remember I asked somebody, if they were dating, and they said, "Oh, I'm single at the moment, but there is a girl who's going to be very annoyed that I just said that."
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I am right now.
Yeah, but there's somebody you're feeling right now, isn't there?
Yeah. Well, she's not in the country.
Okay.
She's miles away. So that dampens the whole thing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
What? Am I sure about what?
Is he sure the person is far
It's
away?
out of the country. Because we've heard of some other one.
Oh, you see? Hey, Charlie, my market's
Let's just break you, prep.
All my markets were here, Charlie. Hey.
We've heard of some other one that you've been
I've been
making designs.
Oh, really? My 2 cents. No, I mean there's a lot of rumor going around, but there's a lot of untruth.
Didn't you openly say you had a crush on somebody?
Oh yeah, crushes come and go every day. A man is destined to fall in love at least once a day. So Bella Mundi was just for that day. Hers is already over. No comments. Bella and I are really, really close friends. That's what we keep saying, but people keep bringing it back.
Because
we keep saying the same thing.
But that's your story, and you're sticking to it.
What?
There's no smoke without fire.
There's a fire service, and they've come and gone.
Wait, that was very instructive. Come and gone. So they came. That means there was fire. Okay. All right. Let's move.
In a burst of inspiration, when I was in New Jersey, and I had done a few shows in New York and New Jersey, and I just felt like I had reached a point in my life. I just looked back and looked at myself and was like, wow, I'm really living the dream. That's something that I had thought about and fantasized about in the past for a long time, and it was gradually coming to reality. And being somebody who was raised in the church, somebody who has been instructed to the goodness of God, I thought I had to say something, and I just felt blessed at that time. And the beat came on and was something, it's very hard for an artist to explain where he gets his inspiration from or why he decides to sing about something. It's just zone. You get in the zone and you just go with it. So, I was in the zone.
Yeah, rocking his Balenciaga for his God.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. Let's see what else is on.
My grandmother died. Actually, yeah. It hits me. I didn't believe it when I heard it first because I'd never experienced that kind of grief before. Then it dawned upon me that she was actually gone. So that was one of the saddest moments, and I hadn't adequately said goodbye to her because I was out of the country. So it really dawned upon me, and it was bad. Very, very, very sad.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. You miss her every day.
Oh yeah, I think about it. I have a song for her. I don't know when. I recorded a song for her like years ago. I just can't bring myself to drop it. Yeah, my mom heard it and she cried. It was sad.
Serious.
Yeah.
Okay, here's one.
Fan.
One is pronounced fan. The other is fun.
And this one says, will there be a song from you in Ever? You rap in Ever, don't you?
I don't rap in Ever.
Oh, don't you? Okay.
No, I had a verse on the Elam album, parts of a verse on the Elam album in Ewe. And for that one, I had to admit I had to employ the services of my very good brother from another mother, Edem, to write that verse. So I'm saying this right here, right now. Big ups to Edem for helping me on that.
Nice.
I can understand bits and pieces of Ewe, but I can't speak
fluent
it
yet.
fluently.
Being de-Evernised.
Yes, I guess.
That's what Accra does to you,
I guess.
Okay. Listen, we are so excited that you were able to make it, EL, and we know this is just the beginning. We can't wait to see what else you've got in store for your fans, and we look forward to following you as you take over the world.
Thank you.
But look, don't rush off. You and me, we have a conversation to have. We're going to take a break. When we come back, our friends from Morning Star will be here. There's one. Oh, okay. This one says, does EL have a feud with Sarkodie? Yeah, I've got to ask you that before I go.
Why would I have a feud with Sarkodie? That's my brother, man. Nostrum, brother forever. He knows what Nostrum means. But I mean, you should see us running around when we travel. It's love to the end, man. So big ups.
Indeed. Yeah. Right then. Okay. So let's
basically just to say on behalf of Multimedia Group, thank you very much. You've been a great part of our old schools for a very long time.
Yes.
Just
comes
So you
through
know
every
we've
time.
noticed.
Thank you very much.
And
put
we
a
really
lot of
appreciate
effort into
that.
that. Thank you very much.
Well done.
Thank you so much.
Keep it up.
Yeah, and we can't wait for the next one.
Let's do it.
EL baby, we can't believe this is over, but it has to end. Listen, we'll take a break. But look, we're going into this break with one of my favorite tracks from your new album, Elom. This is the last track on disc 1, and this guy, he does so much. 20 tracks on one album. 20 or didn't even Right, here it is. It's with Pato Ranking. Great guy.
Yes.
Bolemo.
Yeah.